Hey, my lovely people. I am finally back with a new episode for you guys. Before we get into anything, I just wanted to say I have missed you guys so much. Podcasting is literally one of my favorite things in the world, and it really broke my heart to not do it, but at the same time, I didn't want to provide any content that I don't believe in, as well as I didn't want to come on here and try to express myself knowing I'm not mentally, physically, or emotionally where I need to be in order to project positivity for my audience. So thank you all for understanding. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you to everyone who has encouraged me through my trials and tribulations. Thank you to everyone who has supported my content, who has still listened during this break. And just know your girl is back, better than ever. And I got some goodies for you guys. I got some very amazing things coming up. So let's get into it. So for this first episode, I want to talk about happiness. Happiness. Now, only you can define what happiness looks like for your life. So, when it comes to happiness, happiness is an inside job. Just know that if all your happiness comes from the outside, you're not truly happy. You know, a lot of people seem to project that they're just ecstatic all the time via social media, via the news, via people in real life pretending they're happy all the time when they're not. Just so you know, PSA, nobody is happy all the time. That is unrealistic. That is impossible to be true with how life goes. And it's not your job, nor is it anybody else's, to pretend to be happy all the time. It's really not. A lot of people stem their happiness from things outside. A lot of people in this world, I noticed, are very materialistic, meaning they put their love, their pleasure, their fulfillment, and their enjoyment into material things. Whether that's cars, whether that's money, whether that's clothes. It's just all about the material. And I just personally don't believe that any of that stuff can truly make you happy, because if it does, then that means your happiness can be gone at any second. You know, look at what happened with 2020. So many people lost their jobs, lost their money, lost their houses. And if that was the only thing making you happy, then you can't be happy after that, can you? Just logically, being happy with yourself can help any situation more than being happy with a material possession. Like, for example, in my personal life, I have been through so many different things. I have been emotionally, physically, verbally, almost every way a person can be abused. I've been abused in my life, but I've still maintained a level of happiness because my happiness comes from myself. My happiness comes from knowing that no matter who gives up on me, no matter what idea, what lesson, what plan doesn't work out, I'm still going to be happy with Kat. Because at the end of the day, that is the only thing I'm guaranteed in this life is myself. So happiness is really an inside job. Like, happiness has to start with you first. A lot of people feel unhappy in their lives because they pay so much attention to these celebrities, to social media. And if you get so focused on those things, it'll really make you feel unhappy in your life because you feel like you're lacking. You know, who on a regular everyday basis is making as much money as Chris Brown? Like, really? Who on a regular daily basis is making as much money as Sierra or Russell Wilson or, you know, all these celebrities? If you base your happiness on what they're doing, on what they're telling you it is to be happy, you're never going to be happy because you're not Sierra. You're not Russell Wilson. You're not even Kat. You're not Catherine. The only person who should be able to not only make you happy, but define what happiness should look like for your life should be you. If you look to other people to define that happiness, just know you'll never really achieve it, because a lot of people are just imitating what they see. A lot of people are pretending that, yeah, their life is so poppin', they're so happy with this or that, but they're literally just imitating what they see. One of my favorite quotes that I literally say to myself every day, I'm not sure who originally came up with this, but I saw a post on social media and it said, "You lack nothing. Use what I gave you." And then it's signed, God. And for whatever you believe in, whether that's God, the universe, yourself, the creator, whatever that may possibly be, you have to use what you have to make you happy. Because if you're always looking at, okay, I'm not going to be happy till I get that, I'm not going to be happy until this happens, I'm not going to be happy until that happens, then will you ever really be happy? Nothing in life is guaranteed. Like, I know some people who graduated high school and were the first person in their family to graduate high school and to land a stable job. And I have seen them be happy and really feel fulfilled in their life just off of that. Just off of that, because for them, that is what defines their happiness. They achieved the goals that they wanted to achieve. And regardless of what they see other people doing, they're still happy. They're still happy with themselves. And one of the secrets to life that they don't tell you about is that you can choose happiness at any time. Like, I used to be one of those people to always say, okay, I'm going to be happy when I get a car. Okay, I'm going to be happy when I buy a house. I'm going to be happy when, I'm making this amount of money. And I just realized that that way of thinking made me feel so disconnected with myself. It made me feel like I could never really be happy, because even when I obtained these things that I want, I always wanted more. And through meditation, through spirituality, through just a lot of different practices, I came to realize that I have to be happy with myself, whether I achieve that or not, whether I get those things or I don't. I have to know how to be happy either way. Because when you know how to just be happy, when you know how to simply be happy just as you are with yourself, it really changes your life. If you're unhappy with any aspect of your life, if you're unhappy with any aspect of yourself, you're the only person that can fix that. You're the only person. A lot of us don't know that we're enough just as we are. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the YouTube channel Soft White Underbelly. It's definitely one of my favorite channels. And I remember watching this interview with this homeless man. And this homeless man, he had been homeless, I don't know how many years, but years of his life. He was older in age, I want to say maybe in his 50s. And he clearly wasn't on any drugs. He could speak he had a very good understanding. He could speak intelligently, and he wasn't on any drugs. And when the interviewer was asking him, why are you homeless then? And he was saying because he doesn't need any material possessions to be happy. This homeless man was saying that the way he looks at life is that everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be rich. But how do you know you're not rich already? And this is not coming from Bill Gates. This is not coming from Oprah Winfrey. This is coming from someone who sleeps in a tent every single night. And this man with the biggest smile on his face feels happy and feels fulfilled because of how he feels about himself. And that's really the secret to life, is that no one can make you happy but you. It's not anybody's job to make you happy but you, because happiness genuinely, truly is an inside job. Even if you look at how happiness is spelled, Happiness consists of, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Happiness consists of 9 letters. The word happiness consists of 9 letters. And what is the middle letter in the word happiness? I. Write it down. Look at it for yourself. Don't believe me. And that's for a reason, because happiness has to start with I. With me, with what makes me happy, with what makes you happy. And it should just be you, I'm not saying give up on your goals. I'm not saying don't aspire to achieve great things in your life. What I'm saying is you are enough to be happy. So don't depend on other people. Don't depend on certain amounts of money. Don't depend on what you see to make you happy. Happiness has to come from within. It literally says it in the word. I am the creator of my destiny and my happiness. And so are you guys. So thank you all for listening, and create your own happiness, because it's really up to you. Take care.